Colorado.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning into your Friday, May 24th edition of Good Morning Vail. We've got a great show in store for you. Not only are we going to be introducing you to a fabulous chef, we're also going to be introducing you to one of our great nonprofits here in the community, and it's so important to be a part of this nonprofit here in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to tell you why in just a little bit. But we've got a great show in store for you, and Good Morning Vail starts right now, so we can take a look at that local weather forecast.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Now let's take a look at that local weather forecast taking place today. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up just slightly. 37 degrees around 8 a.m., 56 degrees is the high, 20% chance of rainfall, partly cloudy skies with winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. So that slight breeze is definitely going to make it feel just a little bit cooler out there. Now as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see that cloud coverage increasing throughout the course of today. Sunshine kicking us off first thing this morning, that high settling in between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour, and then we will see mostly cloudy skies as we approach this afternoon into this evening. If you are traveling along that I-70 corridor, temperatures down in Denver slightly warmer, 69 degrees, cloud coverage in Denver, 56 in Vail, 62 in Avon, 64 in Eagle, so both temperatures out to the east and to the west of us reaching up into the 60s. Now as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 42 degrees is our overnight low, 30% chance of precipitation overnight tonight, partly cloudy skies with that sun setting just a little bit later. 8:22 p.m. is when we're going to see that sun go down. Wind shifting directions coming out of the south at 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout the course of this evening, so that slight breeze is going to continue. Now as we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, it does look like we are waiting for a possibility of afternoon showers tomorrow. 56 degrees, 50% chance of moisture, 20% chance of precipitation on Tuesday, but then we're going to see that beautiful sunshine make its way out by Monday with a high of 63 degrees. Temperatures warming up as we continue into next week. 67 degrees, 68 degrees, and we will see slight chances of precipitation. So if you are getting out there to do any of the fun activities that we have taking place this weekend, just maybe be prepared for that chance of rainfall. Now, speaking of great activities that you can get out there and enjoy throughout the course of this weekend, we've got quite a few happening, so you're not going to want to miss out. And a great resource to find out where you can see all of these activities is discovervail.com. Now, as we're talking about things taking place this weekend, you can make your way up to Beaver Creek and you can go attend Blues, Brews, and Barbecues. Now, this is the kickoff to summer up in Beaver Creek. This is where all of our events really start after this weekend. So the 24th through the 26th, kicking off today, you can make your way up to Beaver Creek. There's great live music, there's great barbecue, and there's just a lot of fun activities to be a part of. Now, if you've missed being up in Beaver Creek Village, well then this is a great time to get up there and explore, and make sure that you check out that green egg competition that they have, where people are competing to make the best food on a green egg, only because it is quite entertaining. Now, as we make our way over to Vail, there's some great things taking place over there. Vail Comedy Festival is happening this weekend, so if you like to giggle, you like to smile, you like to burn calories by laughing, well then this is a great way to do so. The Vail Comedy Festival also kicks off today and will be going until the 26th. You can go to their website for some more information. That way you can buy tickets, you can see the lineup of comedians that they bring in, and they always do quite a plethora of activities with the Vail Comedy Festival, whether you want to see a live taping of a podcast, whether you just want to see some great old-fashioned stand-up comedy, that way you can get your giggles on. There's a lot happening with that, so make sure that you check that out as well. Now, something else that's taking place in Vail this weekend is there's a bluegrass festival. So if you're someone who loves some music, maybe you want to dance a little bit, maybe you want to enjoy everything that Vail has to offer, well then the Spring Free Bluegrass Festival is taking place, kicking off today. and it's going to go to the 26th as well. So a lot of great activities happening over the course of the next few days for you to get out there and enjoy, whether you want to be in Beaver Creek, you want to be in Vail, whether you want music and food, or you want music or comedy. All of that is covered for you. Now the countdown to the GoPro Mountain Games is on right now. We are just a few weeks away from that happening. So if you have yet to register for your favorite activity and event, well then we highly recommend that you do so. I know that one of the crowd pleasers here at TV8 is the Dock Dogs. So if you're looking for something to do, make sure that you mark your calendars. It's June 6th through 9th, and if you have not yet signed up for the activity you want to participate in, well then make sure that you do so now, and you mark your calendars just to go participate in all the fun. Now, Vail and Beaver Creek are offering some fun new experiences throughout the course of this summer. Vail has expanded its mountain biking trails, so that way you can get out there if you're an adrenaline junkie who loves to go down the mountain on that nice little bike of yours. It terrifies me, but I really hope that you get out there and you enjoy their new trail. With over 40 miles of mountain bike accessible trails, there's not a place on that mountain that you could not go explore, which means it's a ton of fun to get out there, enjoy the day in the sun, and ride your mountain bike. That way you're earning your brown pow turns, as people like to say. Now, something else that we're really excited for is Beaver Creek is expanding its summer lineup. That way there's going to be more for you to enjoy throughout the course of the summer up in Beaver Creek. Now, there's some new restaurants between Beaver Creek and Vail, and there's just so much great information for you to get out there and see and do and enjoy. Now, one other thing that we want to talk about is the Vail Performing Arts Center, the VPAC, has a very special offering as we're making our way into the summer, and that is performances at the May Gallery. And if you've yet to experience the May Gallery, well, it's a beautiful place that they're going to turn into this nice little venue. It's going to have almost that speakeasy jazz bar feel. So this is something you're really going to want to check out over the course of the summer. There's definitely 2 shows taking place. One of them is in July, one of them is in August, and you're not going to want to miss it. Now, you can always go to valarpac.org for some more information on all of the great shows that they have coming up. Now, the Bob Reynolds Group is that first May Gallery show, so make sure that you check that out. And then, of course, this full calendar with so many different incredible artists and shows. The Vail Performing Arts Center is a wonderful venue in our community that has just over 530 seats in it, so you're not going to want to miss any of the shows. Now, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we're going to introduce you to a fabulous chef on maybe how you could be making your eggs wrong at home, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology, to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. We're joined by Chef Hannigan, who's going to teach us on how we maybe have been making eggs wrong this whole time. Chef Hannigan, can you give us an introduction to who you are and what you do, please?
Yeah, good morning. I'm the culinary director of Two Hands Restaurants, and we are going to be making our seasonal scrambled egg today, which is a spring variation of our menu item.
Which a lot of people don't know, that they could be making scrambled eggs wrong, and there's a step that we're missing in doing so. Can you give us some more information on that step?
Yes, yeah, there's a few key aspects when, any menu item at Two Hands, particularly our seasonal scrambled eggs. Really high quality ingredients, pasture raised eggs in this reference, a really good quality non-stick pan, and a lot of patience.
Now, you've perfected the technique of making a soft ribbon scrambled eggs. I don't know what a soft ribbon scrambled egg is, so can you give us some more information on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So soft ribbon scrambled eggs is quintessentially an Australian style of cooking scrambled eggs. Within the Two Hands restaurants, these dishes, we change them out seasonally. They come together very quickly. So it's vital to have all of your components ready before you start cooking your egg. We have a macadamia nut pesto, which is accompanied by our spring salad, which is fresh peas, snap peas, spring leaves. And another really important part of the process is having your scrambled egg mix ready to go. And we do that by blending our eggs with a stick blender and heavy cream, and followed by, passing that through a fine mesh strainer. And that just really, the straining really breaks up the cell structure of the egg, which will enable you to get that really nice soft ribbon technique happening. So, get your pan onto a medium-high heat, adding in your extra virgin olive oil to that, seasoning with sea salt. And this is where your patience really, needs to come into play. Moving that egg around the pan slightly, allowing it to cook evenly. Using a rubber spatula, we kind of want to watch for the egg to cook around the edges and then bring that in. And then it comes together quickly, pull your pan back and forth to create a bit of a bow tie, and then just roll it into a nice little tight ribbon egg nest, per se.
Wow, I've just learned so much. Now I can try this at home.
Yeah, you have to give it a go. But remember the patience.
The patience is key. Now, not all eggs are the same. So what are your preferences as you're choosing the eggs to use?
Yeah, so definitely pasture-raised eggs is the way to go. At Two Hands, we're really looking for purveyors that have an ethos that really aligns with us. We've teamed up with Vital Farms for our egg supply, and they just really ensure the hens' welfare. They use family farms. The sustainable agriculture is a huge component of their program as well, which just really aligns with Two Hands and what we try and do.
Now, as people are shopping for eggs, you've mentioned some things to look for, but there's cage-free, there's pasture-raised. What's the difference, and why is it so important for people to look for those little details as they're egg shopping?
Yeah, absolutely. So it can get a bit confusing, and it's intimidating when trying to find the right egg. So really, you want to look for that pasture-raised description on the carton, and that just really ensures that the hens have access to outside, lots of sunlight, space to roam around and scratch and lay their eggs. It's really important. And cage-free they don't have as much freedom as pasture-raised, so it's a really good definition to kind of gauge there.
Which I think is so important because you want the animals to be happy because then the eggs are happy and then you can seriously taste the difference. My mom has chickens and her eggs are the best eggs I've ever eaten.
I bet. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if people are interested in learning this recipe that you have shared with us, where can they go to get that?
Yeah. So you can get this recipe off the Vital Farms website. It's going to be on their Vital Kitchen blog. And this dish is in all the Two Hands restaurants throughout spring and summer. So stop by and try it out.
Chef Hannigan, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and giving us all this great information and inspiring me to maybe try to cook something new at home.
Absolutely. Expiring you.
Yeah, there. I love a good pun. Thank you for that, too.
No worries.
Make sure.
Thanks so much.
Yes, of course. Make sure that you check out this recipe online. This is something that you can easily make at home and maybe elevate the dishes that you're making for your family. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Hello, I'm Shervin Rezai here with Chenna Garden in Avon, Colorado. My hobbies are obviously skiing. I've been skiing since I was 3 years old. In addition to that, music's always been my first passion, and you can see that alive and well at Chenna Garden with our little record nook, where we have over 300 records, and we'll continue to grow that collection and play vinyl records for you while you enjoy your cuisine. Chenna Garden is Avon's oldest running restaurant. We've been open since 1988 when my mother set up shop and wanted to begin offering Avon, Colorado, the best quality Chinese food that we could get. And I started working in the restaurant when I was 8 years old as a dishwasher, making $1 a day. And then one of the servers, pushed by my dad, told me I should ask for a raise, and then I got $5 a day, but then I had to put all $25 at the end of the week into a savings account, which actually helped me out in college. So after college, I went out to New York for law school, and I spent 15 years out in New York City practicing law and working in-house, which exposed me to a lot of restaurants all over the world, all over the country. And after getting exposure like that, I realized that we have this beautiful restaurant here that has so much potential. So in the fall of 2023, we came back, remodeled, and tried to get this back to give that special feel that I've known all my life here. We've been offering a lot of new cuisines, including German cuisine with our good family friend Gunther Schmidt, who's been serving up authentic German cuisine in the Valley for many, many decades. Why not? This is America. We can serve German food in a Chinese restaurant, and we just let it try. And after a year of it, it's been building up some success, and we're just having a lot of fun just seeing the look of bewilderment on every customer when they're like, how am I getting German food in a Chinese restaurant that's this good at this quality? Chenna Garden is really all about that community, and that first starts with the local community. We always try to take care of all of us who are working hard, grinding it, so that we can also enjoy what this valley has to offer. And through that, we get a nice mix of word of mouth, tourists who come in. We're looking for something a little more authentic and that has a history with the valley. I'm a proud member of the Avon Vail Valley community, lifelong member as I was born here, and I hope you come out and see us here at Chenna Garden. We're open every day, 4 to 9, any day the mountain's open. Cheers.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. One of my favorite nonprofits here in our community is Mountain Pride, and I'm lucky enough to be joined on the couch by Orlando Ortiz. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Yes, thanks for having us, Maddie.
You guys have a lot of events and activities, so to get you guys here first thing this morning was a little bit rough, but we're grateful you've made it.
Yes. So I'm Orlando Ortiz. I'm the Community Engagement Manager of Mountain Pride. Thank you so much for having us here and tell you about what's happening in June in Pride Month. But yes, last night we had our drag bingo at Hovey and Harrison, and that was so much fun. So we're just getting over that. But yeah, thanks for having us.
A little bit of a late night to an early morning, but June is right around the corner. It's going to be here before anyone is ready for it.
Yes, yes. Our festivities kick off on June 1st, Saturday, June 1st, with our 5th annual Pride in the Park. I can't believe it's been 5 years. You know, it's here for good. So, you know, it's happening from 12 to 8 at Nottingham Park in Avon. We have a full day of activities for the whole family, so much fun. But I do want to say we actually do start a day before on Friday, May 31st, at our pre-party at Two Arrows in Vail. So they've been a great partner of ours. But yeah, I don't know if I should just keep going down.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the website up right now, so we're looking at some of the fun things that are happening, the headliners, the after party, all of it. And
yes,
you bring such an energy to the town of Avon when Pride in the Park happens that it is palpable with love.
Yes, you know, we are so happy now to have our own celebration here in the county. Before, I've been here for 20 years, and I used to keep going, and I still go to the Denver Pride, don't get me wrong, but it's such a different experience. Our experience goes far beyond the celebration and the dancing. You know, it's really a family event. My mom, you know, her first Pride was here, you know, in my family. So they all come out and support me. We have a big tent in front of the stage, you know, and my whole family and friends are there. So it's really a family event. And I think that's what makes it different than from some of the other Prides that we're all used to going around the country.
Now, why do you think it's so important for our community to have Mountain Pride and Pride in the Park here in the mountains?
Yes, well, it's to create visibility here in our community, especially for our youth. I remember the first Pride in the Park that we did in the summer of 2020. Some of the feedback that we got from our parents were, you know, now our kids have someone to look up to. Yes. Now they can identify with someone and they don't feel so alone or so different. So I think that that said it at all, you know. So we're just happy to be here to keep that tradition going. You know, we are in the schools with all the GSAs, so we have a lot of educational events and then also a lot of social events just to kind of bring us together, you know, create that unified community and visibility here as well.
Now, if people want to get involved with Mountain Pride, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you guys to help make even just that slight bit of a difference?
Yeah, so reach out to either Matt or myself. You know, I don't know, we can probably share our emails at some point, or just find us online at mountainpride.org. You know, look for us in our social media, reach out to us. If you want to get involved, if you want to donate, you can go to our website and donate. I do want to give a big shout out to all of our partners and also our sponsors. We could not be putting Pride in the Park on without any of them. Also, a big shout out to our volunteers. We are still looking for volunteers, so please go to mountainpride.org and sign up for those few shifts that are left to really make this event memorable.
Which is one of the greatest things you will ever do. I got to volunteer a couple years back, and I was like, I think this is the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
Yes, thank you. You'll get a free meal, you get one of these t-shirts as well, and then you'll just help create community and have a great time, and you'll still be able to enjoy the event, so don't think that by volunteering you won't be able to enjoy it. I mean, so yes, please help us out with that. But we have a full month of activities.
Yes, let's talk about it.
We have a 5K run. We also have, and just to finish off that weekend, so we have the pre-party, 2 hours on Friday, the main event on Saturday, June 1st, and then we do have our first official after party at Agave starting at 8, so walking distance, so you don't have to drive anywhere unless you want to go back home and change. And then the next day is drag brunch at Vintage. They've been great partners. There's still some spaces left, so give them a call or reserve online. And then after that, like I said, we have the 5K run that's happening on June 4th. We have June 7th, the drag story time. June 29th, Rainbow Build Day with Habitat for Humanity. And then last but not least, we are finished off with a bang. We have our first gala on Sunday, June 30th at Chasing Rabbits. It's probably going to be our biggest fundraiser. Tickets are on sale right now. And what that is we are pairing community leaders with a professional drag artist to make them over and perform for the whole community at Chasing Rabbits. And not only that, but you will see some of us perform for the very first time in drag, including Mads and myself, and more of the Pride in the Park community as well.
Oh my goodness.
So come and check us out, please.
Yeah, congratulations. This is
Thank you.
incredible news. And what a great way to get so many people in our community involved and just out to be in the community in this sense and really showing support.
Yes, yes. So please come and check us out. Come and see us performing for the first time in drag as well. We'll see how that goes. But it's something I've always wanted to do personally. So I'm able to fulfill this dream now for a good cause.
And I bet you're going to absolutely slay it. There's not even a doubt in my mind. So if people want to go to the website to buy tickets to the gala, they can find all of that information there.
Absolutely. Tickets for the gala, tickets for the after party, and then don't forget to go to vintagevail.com for reservations for there as well.
There's so many great things that are taking place over the month of June here with you guys. And that way people are showing their support, they're showing their love, and they're just being an active participant in literally one of the best nonprofits that we have here in the community.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. And just to give you a little bit more information about Pride in the Park, I feel I'm going back and forth and bouncing all over the place. But this year we have over 90 vendors. Last year we had about 60. So a lot more to see. And also we have a row of queer vendor and artist, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if we're calling it the Gayborhood or what, but that we have something new there. Also, we have food trucks, about 10 food trucks, and other food vendors as well, activities for the kids, live music. This year we have a bouncy castle for adults as well, so be sure to check that out too.
Oh my gosh, you guys up it every year and just make it better and better. And just when you think it can't get any better, somehow you find a way to do so.
Yes, we're really excited just to, bigger and better every year. So come and check us out, Saturday, June 1st, 5th Annual Pride in the Park.
And then we're going to pull that website up one more time to look at the website. That way people can see the entire lineup of events and activities. That way they can mark their calendars according, they can participate. So here we are, schedule of events, 12 p.m. yoga in the park. That looks like that's going to come up here soon. And so there's just a lot of good activity. Oh, this is all the Pride in the Park activity. You guys jam-packed that day.
Yeah, we have 2 drag shows. The first one is at 1 o'clock, the Kick of the Drag Show, which are local talent from Grand Junction and also the Roaring Fork. Then at 2 o'clock, our famous Passion Show. And then 3 o'clock, we have the variety show. We'll be having the Vail Valley Theater Company perform a number from it's Time Warp from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then we have the second drag show, 4 o'clock, the Out and Proud Drag Show with talent from Denver. And then we have at 5 o'clock our Pride Parade. So we'll go around the lake and just march and show that support and unity. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll have our headliner. So this has changed. If you've been following us, you'll see that Joy, our original headliner, could not be here for unforeseen circumstances. So now we get to have Vincent. If you've never heard of them, please look them up. This is a queer artist of color, so it's going to be so much fun, so upbeat, pop, and you're going to be dancing to all of their music. And like I said, we have our first official after party, Afterglow at Agave at 8 o'clock. We'll have drag performers there from Dallas, which is the BB Jones family, which we always have every year. And then we'll also have a Rouge from Yes Please DJing all night till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, so this is a full day of activities and events that people should get ready for.
Yes, and dress up and be colorful, be yourself. We want to see all of that, so yes.
Elena, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information, taking the time to sit down with me on the couch first thing this morning, because I know you guys had kind of a late night last night, and bringing just this love and support into the community. We really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate the space to be able to share that with the community, so thank you, Madison.
Of course. Make sure that you mark your calendar for Pride in the Park. You can go to their website at mountainpride.org for some more information, but you're not going to want to miss this event because this is one of those few events in our community that shows the utmost love, so don't miss it. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40 burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Eight-time Emmy-nominated Animal Rescue is a half-hour television series showcasing the heroic efforts of people helping animals. Join host and award-winning journalist Alex Payne and the Animal Rescue camera crew as they travel around the world, capturing dramatic rescues, rehabilitation, and relocation stories. For programming schedule, check your local listings today. Don't miss your favorite episodes of Animal Rescue.
Good morning, Vail.
As we're talking about so many great community activities and events that happen here in our wonderful community, something that we're really excited for as it's going to make its way back this year is the Vail Film Festival. And so we're going to take a look back at a former interview, giving you some more information on how you can get involved.
Good morning, Vail.
Do you love giggling? And do you love giggling here locally? Because it is the best medicine that we can get our hands on. Well, Mark Masters, who is the genius behind the Vail Comedy Festival and all of the Vail comedy shows that you get to enjoy, is joining me. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know if genius is the right word this morning, but good morning.
I would say maybe mad genius then. You know, you're
Sure.
bringing some giggles in. There's a lot of laughs, and I think that that correlates with mad and genius.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, let's talk about the Vail Comedy Festival because that one's coming up soon, and this is a few days of fun.
Yeah, it's 3 days. It's every Memorial Day weekend, everybody. This year, that's May 24, 25, 26. We take over Vail Village, dozens of comedy shows. We have over 30 comedians flying in from all around the country. Plus, this year, Toronto, Canada, and Paris, France. It's the first year we have international presence at the festival. We have a street magician who comes in, does free magic shows for kids. We're going to have an adult magic show as well. All kinds of stuff going on. It's a lot of fun for 3 straight days, and passes are on sale now at vailcomedyfestival.com.
Now let's talk about what inspired you to bring the Comedy Festival to our wonderful community, just because this is like a niche that we've missed for so long.
Yeah, well, as you know, I've run Vail Comedy Show for over 5 years now, which is so fun. Thank you to everybody in the Valley, the thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of people who've come out to a show to laugh and have gotten babysitters and dealt with parking and all the stuff that makes it hard to get out at night. Hopefully it's been totally worth it as we've flown in national headliners from Los Angeles and New York City that have gone on to be on Netflix and HBO and all kinds of late night television. Those shows were a ton of fun, and I was having so much fun running those. I worked with the town of Vail, which is fantastic. What a great partner. And they were like, how about we make this bigger somehow? How can we increase this and make Vail a destination resort during Memorial Day weekend, which traditionally is a slower period to visit the valley. So 3 years ago, we kicked off the festival. It looked a lot like it's going to look this Memorial Day, except I was a lot more stressed. I had no idea what I was doing, and now I feel a little more confident that everything's going to work out great.
Now, it's evolved a little bit over the course of the last 3 years since you originally kicked off the festival. So what can people expect as they're going into this year?
Yeah, so you get a 3-day pass. It's something you wear around your neck. You badge in to every show. We have all kinds of different events. I've already mentioned stand-up comedy and magic. We also have live podcast tapings, which has evolved over the years. First year was kind of ad hoc. Last year we had the Hippie Not Hippie podcast, which is based out of Denver, and we were at 10th Mountain Whiskey. This year we have a surprise new location, and we're flying in a podcast from New York City, the Great Hang with Micah and Tim. That's Micah Fox and Tim McLaughlin. So we're flying in our podcast. We're going to be taping 4, possibly 5 episodes with them. And with your pass, you can get into those events. You can go to all the comedy shows, which fill up every year. You can go to vailcomedyfestival.com. I think the easiest way to get a sense of what the festival is about, if you go to that website, scroll down to the bottom, there are some stories at the bottom. The first 2 are sold out pictures from 2023, sold out pictures from 2022. And then you look at each of those stories and look at the pictures. They show the comedy, the magic, just the kind of neat intangibles, the fact that you can be just laughing, uncontrollably and crying with a comedian from New York City on stage, and then the next day you're having breakfast at Big Bear Bistro, and they're right in front or behind you in line.
That's one of those magical parts about our community is you don't realize who you're standing next to if you're in line at somewhere like the Big Bear Bistro getting your breakfast, and then you're like, this person was making me laugh so hard I was snorting uncontrollably last night. Why do you think laughter is such an important medicine?
Well, they've been talking about it for thousands of years, so there must be something to it. And there are now actual scientific studies that show that laughter helps you burn calories and increases your white blood cell count. It does all kinds of positive things for your body, including the release of serotonin, which is the same stuff that people using hard drugs get. So you can get it without any of the negative stuff. You can get the same brain chemistry while just supporting local and traveling arts. So I'm not a scientist. I'm definitely not a genius, as you prescribed to me. But I do enjoy laughing, and I really enjoy bringing laughs to the Vail Valley. You guys are incredible. All the way from, I want to shout out Moe's Original Barbecue in Eagle, Colorado, which is an incredible show. One of my favorite. I run 75 shows a year all around the country. Probably my favorite show. The people at Moe's are great. That everybody in Eagle who comes out to those shows is terrific. And I hope some of them travel up to Vail Village, where everything's walkable all 3 days.
So you do the large comedy festival that takes course over Memorial Weekend for the 3 days, but then you sprinkle in some comedy shows here and there just to really keep the morale up.
Yeah, so every month of the year, at least once a month, we run VailComedyShow.com. We run Vail Comedy Show. You can get tickets and information at VailComedyShow.com. Some of the recent comedians we've had, last month we had Amber Autry in from Nashville, Tennessee. She's going to be a star. She was incredible. She performed at the Sebastian at Gambit, the beautiful hotel in Vail Village, and at Moe's Original Barbecue in Eagle, in back-to-back shows. We also did a special one-night show in Edwards, Colorado at the Drunken Goat towards the end of last month with Andrew Slater, who headlined Comedy Works in Denver. We did our show on a Friday night. He headlined Comedy Works in Denver on a Sunday night. And that's just something that came up The planning for that started back in February, and I have a reputation at this point of putting on good comedy shows, and I have a lot of friends who are they're doing really well in comedy, and they'll reach out occasionally and say, hey, I'm looking for a show on this specific date. Can you help me? And then I put together a show, and the people come out. Before that, we had Carmen Lynch, who's been on every late night TV show you can think of: Letterman, Conan, Ferguson, Colbert, all of them. The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, every late night show she's been on, and she was in Vail Village at the Sebastian and at Moe's Original Barbecue back in March, and she did shows in Spanish as well, which is pretty interesting. That was something we did with the town of Vail. We planned it around Semana Santa, and as anybody who's been in Vail around that time, like it feels a little bit like you're in Mexico City or Barcelona. And so we had English and Spanish comedy shows that month, which is something new for us. Coming up, we have some incredible acts. We have Jordan Thulis out of Los Angeles in July. In June. In July, we have Ray Harrington, who's been on Conan from the East Coast. And in August, we've not published this information yet, but an exclusive for TV8. We have Nathan McIntosh coming back, who was just on The Tonight Show. He's been on The Tonight Show multiple times, has a hilarious special online called Down with Tech. It's on YouTube. Go check that out and come see him live in August in and around the Vail Valley.
I love when you give us TV8 exclusives and you announce things here. Thank you so much, Mark, for all that you do for our community. One more time, if people want to buy their tickets to the Vail Comedy Festival, where do they go?
Go to vailcomedyfestival.com. It's every Memorial Day weekend. This year it's May 24, 25, 26. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Memorial Day weekend. Also that weekend, if you're planning travel, there's a free bluegrass festival all weekend long, Spring Free Bluegrass. Shout out to them. So get your groove on outside during the day and laugh at night.
Mark, again, thank you so much for being here and taking the time to chat with us this morning.
It's so great to talk to you every time. Thanks for having me. Bye-bye. Keep laughing, everybody.
Always giggling. Make sure that you check out the Vail Comedy Festival. You buy your tickets and you participate in all of the fun. And you keep your eyes open for all those little shows that are going to take place each and every month, only because giggling is the best medicine. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits, eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
One of my favorite things here in the community is the Eagle Valley Library District because they keep you forever learning. And I've got Tegan Davis joining me on the couch. Tegan, I love when you're here.
Thank you for having me.
We were joking off camera and the giggles have kind of continued.
Carrying over. That's on me.
It happens. It's like how you know you're in a good place.
Right? Exactly. This couch is amazing.
Starting your morning off with some Friday giggles is the best way to do it. But talking about learning.
Yes.
Summer reading is here.
Yes. So we got our summer learning programs kicking off at the Eagle Valley Library District the moment the school ends. So kiddies can come on over. Teens, children, and adults can participate in our summer learning program, and you get prizes as you learn throughout the summer. And why we do this, why libraries do it, is because there has been data that when kids are out of school over the summer, they kind of slide back in their grade level. So in order to keep them engaged and keep them going throughout the summer so that they can start kind of where they ended off when they left school back in fall, we do a summer learning program. So we're keeping them engaged, reading, but we also threw in some math this year. So hopefully they go back to school with the skill sets that they need.
Which is so important, not only for the kids, but for us adults who maybe are in the same never-ending, just like eat, sleep, work pattern. Right. This is a good way to expand your brain.
It is, and you also get credit for reading and exploring. So this year, the summer reading theme is Adventure at Your Library. So it's also about experiential learning, and so we have some fun things on the adult bingo card.
Yes.
So you can earn prizes as well, but also to kind of get you out there, moving around, exploring your community, and get some learning, sneaking it in, but getting credit for it.
Which I think is so fun. And then the prizes, of course, that you guys bring to the table are so wonderful, and everyone likes to get involved in that just because who doesn't love a good friendly competition, and especially when you have to read to do it?
Well, and there's other things that you can do too. So if you're not a reader, there's a way that you can participate in our summer learning as well, because we know we have some reluctant readers. Also, some of our adults are like, yeah, I'm not going to knock out 52 books. Thank you. It's not happening. So we have other things peppered throughout there so that you can pick and choose your own adventure and then get your prizes along the way. And so for families, it's a good thing. So we got the kids, we got the teens taken care of. They also get their own bingo card, and then the adults, they can model summer learning by reading along with their kids or listening to audiobooks or taking out a GoPro or checking out a state park pass.
Now we've got the summer learning for adults up on the screen right now, so everyone can participate.
Yes.
But you guys have the greatest things for people to check out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go back to this pass.
Yeah, the Parks Pass.
Yes.
So you can check out the Colorado State Park Pass and visit our 42 state parks in Colorado. So these are the Colorado state parks, not national parks. So you can go to Sylvan Lake, you can go to Rifle Falls, you can go to Stagecoach, you can go to Vega. There's 42 state parks that you can visit with the State Park Pass. And we kind of run it two different ways. So if you just pop into the library and it's there, it's your lucky day, you can check it out. Or if you're more of a planner and you would like to reserve the State Park Pass, you can do that by contacting the Avon Library at 970-949-6797.
This is one of the few things that you can check out for a great summer adventure.
Yes.
You've got some other really crucial ones like the bear bin.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, we have the bear bin. So if you're out and about camping and you're being bear aware, you can check out the bear bin. So that's where you put all your food and anything, and toothpaste and toothbrush, anything that smells that might be enticing for a bear. And you can check that out at the library so that you can camp and know that you're being bear aware and being practicing bear safety.
See, it's so great. You can get the Parks Pass.
Yes.
The bear bin.
Yep.
And then you can have a grand adventure here in the state of Colorado.
You can. And we have maps and we have trekking poles. We've got a hammock you can check out too. And you can also check out the GoPro and GoPro your adventures. And then if you're bringing your little tykes along, we've got a little adventure pack for kiddos that we partnered with Walkie Mountain Science Center. And in that pack, there's like a bug nets, a bug microscope, cards on the floor on the fauna. So you can go out, explore, and learn.
Which I don't think there's any better way to do it than to have all of this information at your fingertips, because some adults don't know this. So as the kids are learning, the adults can be like,
what's that? Well, and then it shows that learning is throughout your lifetime. And sometimes, it's okay not to have the answers, but to show and demonstrate with children how you find those answers.
Yes.
So it's good experiential learning for everybody.
which I think is wonderful. And these are just a few of the great options.
Just a little bit, yeah.
This is like the surface level of the things that you can enjoy at our Eagle Valley Library District. Because here in Avon, you can get the Parks Pass, but then down in Eagle and in Gypsum, there are other offerings.
Yeah, Parks Pass across the board. So we actually have 6 of them.
Wow.
So 3 of them are Lucky Day if it's there and you walk in, you can check it out, and then 3 that you can reserve. And then anything that we have in our Library of Things collection is where this kind of belongs. You can check it out all across the district. So even if it lives, like, because of storage purposes in Avon, you can still get it in Gypsum. We'll get it down to you. So if you really are interested in like Sushi Go and having a game night with your family, we got lots of games, and there's different games across to Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum, but we'll get the game to you if you want it.
Which is so incredible. And you guys are this way with books too, because I'm an avid reader. Dagan and I like to sit here and talk about the books that we're reading, and some of them, when you can't find them on Libby, if you just reach out to the library, you guys are so on it to get that book.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We really do try our best. So we try to get to yes. So whatever you're interested in, even if it's not on our shelf or it's checked out, put a hold on it or let us know and we'll get it from other libraries.
Which this is something we talk about a lot because all of my holds are totally filled up on the Libby app right now.
Yes, you get 10, and you can check out up to 5 books on Libby. And then, of course, if your car still has CD players or there's playaways, there's all sorts of ways to get other additional audiobooks, not just through Libby, but we can also do our courier system.
And for people who don't know the wonders of Libby, let's just give them, let's introduce them to our girl, Libby.
Libby is amazing. So Libby is our ebook and e-audio app, and it's from Overdrive. And so you hop on Libby with your library card, and you can check out, again, up to 5 items, and you can put 10 on hold, either ebook or e-audio book, and they're yours until either someone else wants them or your hold is expired or you're done.
Which is incredible. I would just like to note that I have not only just finished a book, but I am now 75% of the way through a book.
Yes, it tracks it.
And it's literally been 2 weeks between the 2 books. Both of them have been 13-hour listens, but you listen while you're in your car. You listen while you do your laundry. You listen while you dog walk. And then you're like, wait, I just finished that book already?
Yeah, and then on to the next. And you just got a book in.
That's how you reach your 52 books.
Yep, it really is.
It's the key to success in the summer learning.
Audiobooks all the way.
100%. And then you guys have this great thing that's called Lucky Day.
Lucky Day, yes.
You can it's not only with the park passes, but there are books.
It's just with the park passes. We changed it.
Oh, see, we're learning something new every day.
So you can still put those books on hold, and we'll still get them to you.
Which is incredible.
Because we're teeing up for our bookmobile launch coming in August, if it's on its way. And so part of that is adjusting our collection for the bookmobile.
Tegan, we are all out of time, but thank you so much for being here and giving us all this great information. I had like 5 more questions, but I'll just save them for next week.
Yep, we got next week.
Make sure that you check out the Eagle Valley Library District, and if you don't have a library card, I just want to preface how easy it is. All you need to do is walk in there with a photo ID. They'll get you a library card, and then you have access to all of these wonderful things here in our community. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got just a teeny tiny bit of Good Morning Vail left.
Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits, eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Each week on The Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss The Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good morning, Vail.
We're going to take one final look at that local weather forecast for today. 37 degrees first thing this morning. Partly cloudy skies are anticipated. 56 degrees is the high. 20% chance of precipitation. Winds coming out of the west-southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. So that slight breeze definitely making it feel a little bit chillier than it is. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see the morning is starting with some beautiful sunshine. That cloud coverage is going to roll in into the afternoon and continuing into the evening. That high is going to settle in between that 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock hour. Now, if you are traveling along that I-70 corridor today, 69 degrees in Denver, partly cloudy skies, 56 in Vail, 62 in Avon, 64 in Eagle. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures are cooling down. 42 degrees is our overnight low. 30% chance of precipitation making its way overnight tonight. So if you are getting out there to do anything, just be nice and prepared. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to your Friday edition of Good Morning Vail. We love getting to be here. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together